Throughout my soccer journey, I've had to do things very differently. I was never the best player. I was never the one that people were coming to with opportunities and tryouts, and I wasn't the one that agents were looking at, scouts were looking at, and everyone was saying, okay, this player needs to make it. We need to give him an opportunity. And what that meant was that I had to find ways to create opportunities for myself. And I didn't have any contacts. I didn't know that many people in the football industry. And that just meant that I had to find ways to network and get contacts of other people who could help me get better opportunities within the sport. That being said, there are 3 ways that I was able to get contacts with agents, scouts, coaches, professional players, semi-professional players all around the world that really helped me, and I'm going to share them with you today. So let's start off with the first way. Now this one is a very basic way, and it is simply going contact hunting, right? I like to call this contact hunting. The reason why it is contact hunting is because this is literally just going out and doing research, going on a computer or on your phone and looking for contacts of different coaches when it comes to teams and all of that. This is actually the way that helped me get my first contact in France before moving. And I'll tell you a little story. Back then, when I was about 12 years old, I started researching clubs in a specific area in France where my grandmother used to live, and did all that research and then found a few clubs and then started contacting them. And I was actually able to get in touch with the secretary of the club, and from there we were able to talk, and she was able to give us all the information that we needed so that I could then go to France for tryouts before actually moving there and getting that opportunity. But the thing about this technique is that it's a hit or miss, right? Not everyone is going to respond to you. Not everyone is going to give you a positive answer. So this one's really hard to navigate. Essentially what you want to do is you want to go onto the internet, researching different club names and going onto their websites and getting all of their contact information, email addresses, phone numbers, whatever you can get. And you can make some sort of a spreadsheet. That way you can track everything. You can have everything on paper with the name of the club and their contact information. And from there, what you can do is just contact them. Just give them a story about yourself, who you are, where you currently play, and then you never know if they'll be interested in giving you an opportunity. So that's the first way, and it worked for me. It has worked for me again since then, but it is a hit or miss. You never know if someone's going to respond to you or not. That leads us to our second way. Now this way is dependent on your situation, but if you play your cards correctly, you can actually go really far with this one. And it is simply connecting with people who are already in your network, whether that is literally your family, your friends, or people that you know. And they don't necessarily have to be in the football world, but you never know if they know someone who is in the football world, or you never know if they know someone who knows someone in the football world. So you really never know. And what I mean by this is getting in touch with them, getting in touch with whoever it is. Maybe it's a family member, and you just let them know. You say, hey, look, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to move to Europe, or I'm trying to get a scholarship, or I'm trying to move abroad to play professionally. Do you have any advice for me? Do you know of anyone who might be able to guide me? You just ask these questions, and you never know where that'll get you. And just to give you an example of having no idea who can get you what opportunity, I had an uncle who was not even involved in the football world at all. Okay, I was the closest link that he had to football. However, his neighbor in his apartment complex was a professional football player. Not just any player, but who played for TFC, Toronto FC, and who was actually from France and represents his country, so it's a pretty high profile player. And through my uncle, just having a neighbor, I was able to get this person's contact, and I actually had a phone call with him and still have his number and still connect with him to this day. So it just goes to show that you never know who knows who. So try that out. You never know what can come out of it. And then the last and definitely not least, in fact, this is the best way. This is the way that I was able to get my agents. This is the way that I was able to connect with thousands of other people in the football industry, professional players, professional agents, professional coaches, you name it. Even guys like Kylian Mbappe's uncle, okay? I'm talking about people that you would never think you'd be able to connect with ever. This is the way you're going to be able to do it, and that's through using LinkedIn. I can't stress this enough, but LinkedIn is such a good tool. It is a must-have for footballers if you want to connect with anyone. Because if you have no contacts, then this is like a database for you to get connections anywhere in the world. And the steps are really easy. You set up your profile, make it look good, make it professional, put all of your information in there so that way people know when they're looking at your profile, they know who you are, they have an idea of what type of a player you are. And then if you have videos, a CV, and any of that, you want to have that ready, because then you can literally search up agents, then you can select the location and you can put whichever country that you want, and then you can start connecting with them. You can send them a little message and just say, hey, I'm looking to connect with people who are in the football industry in Europe, let's say, and I was hoping to connect with you. Would you be okay with that? And then from there, if they accept your connection, then you can have a conversation with them. You can ask them for advice. You can see where that conversation goes, and you never know, once again, where that's going to take you. So use LinkedIn as a tool. Use it so that you can get the opportunities that you want for yourself. And I see so many players out there who tell me, yeah, I'm just waiting for an opportunity. I'm waiting for someone to come and notice me in a game. But what if that never comes? Right? You want to take control of the situation. You want to be the one going out and looking for those opportunities, seeking those opportunities, bringing those opportunities to you and not the other way around. And that's going to be the difference between you being where you are and being where you want to be. Okay? So do that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Feel free to like and subscribe because there's more of this coming soon. Till then, take care. Peace.